Step 1. Start a YouTube channel with the only purpose to entertain people. Step 2. Post gameplays on your account having fun in the process. Step 3.
Something's wrong. Step 4. Down to the horrible realization of how corrupted and dark this webpage truly is. Step 5. Mark those who cause the destruction of your beloved platform with the best plan. Step 6. Take matters into your hands. Step 7. Take matters into your hands. 2021 to 2026 under new management is end.
If you think about it for a second, you start to realize how distant all those rage comics, old Facebook posts, classic YouTube tutorials, Yahoo answers, and games downloaded with Mega Uploads seem right now, don't they? Well, if you have been around the internet about as much as I have, you probably started to get a little nostalgic, and we'll use that feeling to talk about tonight's meme. The TrollFace, a well-known face around the internet no matter where you come from, a meme that appeared back in 2008 and was massively spread to share the spirit of, well, internet trolling. Back then you probably saw this guy dozens of times through the day. It became part of the status quo of all memes and was part of the group of the renowned Rage comics, the popular meme macros of the era. It even got its own subgenre of Rage comics, the Troll Physics comics. These were basically simple and fun little comics that were based around using the universe's law in innocently chaotic ways to get something in return, like, I don't know, using magnets to create perpetual motion, deflect bullets with those same magnets, create gold just with mercury making alchemists look like fools, make infinite energy with an extension cord, earning you a good space in the MIT. It was all family friendly, and even your parents probably laughed at some of this. It invaded forums, YouTube videos, Facebook walls, tweets, and people thought it would never disappear, but they were wrong. You see, our friend here is too strong. Even many years after its initial creation and spread, it kept on trolling the world as its sworn duty. But one day, it just stopped being mainstream in social media. People grew more, let's say, refined and left it behind. Many people believe that TrollFace became immortal and timeless because they spotted it a few times during this modern era of continuously dying memes, but in reality, these were more like memorials from some and grave robbing from others. Because TrollFace did die as a meme, it didn't become timeless, and let me prove it to you. Do you know what an immortal meme really looks like? Sorry, but I really need to make the point clear. You see, the Rickroll never lost its essence. It keeps going on strong, everyone remembers it and uses it. Now that is an immortal meme, but the TrollFace sadly was never one. So what happens with dead memes? Well, usually they stay dead forever, but there's these strange times when people revive them. Now, the methods and effectiveness of this vary a lot from case to case, but it happens. Now, sometimes these revivals are more of memorials than really resuscitations. Sometimes they stay alive for 1 month or 2 weeks and die again. They could also come back stronger thanks to certain events. Looking at you, Abomination, but they end up dying again eventually. There was a certain resurgence a few years ago that brought back a few old memes, but honestly it wasn't something too major as a full revival. Again, it felt more like a memorial than a revival. Usually people dig out memes from the past 5 years tops, if they even want to revive them at all. So, what happens when someone goes to the very back of the cemetery and digs the grave of a meme that originated more than 1 decade ago? Mainstream memes have suffered thousands of alterations during this past decade, especially these past 5 years since the rise of MLG edits. So, what if an old innocent meme recently brought back to life had to absorb all of this corrupted material into its being and serve as a meme again? Well, congratulations, you get this. It's terrifying. Look at your creation clearly and get on your mind that we cannot play God. We can say that summer of 2020 was the reveal of TrollFace in his new persona. His new image was carved from a GIF image of his body posted a year ago. And well, his intentions as a meme are a little difficult to track down when they were instaurated, but I think it has to do with a core revival of his Rage comic, the Troll Physics. You see, someone in good spirits posted this in February of 2020. good old TrollPhysics doing it again. But then it feels like this single comic and the image of TrollFace absorbed years and years of meme abuse and corruption, years of us laughing at random stuff and corset void memes, years of crude and edgy memes, years of whatever the hell you can think of. And they together transformed the TrollFace into Trollge, and the TrollPhysics into the incidents. Starting with the former, the Trollge is a corrupted, dark version of our friend the TrollFace. It surprisingly keeps doing its thing, trolling people, but this time by scaring them in a really crude and nihilistic way. The Trollge is horror, especially when it comes to mental illnesses horror, like fictional cases of schizophrenia and psychopathy. It is used to portray really crude scenarios of losing a mind, religious and demonic sex, other forms of horror, pretty much everything that could enter the poet category. You can easily tell with videos like this one.
/MFW. Fingerprints are unrecognizable because I covered myself in oil.
As for our incidents, well, the original May 2021 Heaven Stairway incident sets the tone for this, usually with 4 panels that can start out normally as a classic TrollPhysics meme and devolve into a Lovecraftian scenario. The meme is there to portray what people would call incidents, sometimes fictional, sometimes real. The point is portraying an event that led into something unexpected and unnerving using a typical scenario from the classic TrollPhysics as a base, and getting inspiration from other horror sources if possible. Both Trollge and the incidents were easily exploitable. You see, the Trollge was an easy way to scare unexpected people with the deformation of a familiar face for them in any scenario, and well, the incidents give you a good room for creativity when you use it well. Like the original TrollPhysics, you can have thousands of ideas for this and the inspiration can come from pretty much anywhere. So it's no wonder these two had some good popularity for a decent amount of time. I gotta admit that I like this format somewhat, at least for the fictional incidents. A lot of people have a good imagination with it, and I feel like reading an entry from the SCP Foundation. Or maybe they have experienced all of these incidents in alternate realities and we're ignorant to the horrors that could enter our world. Either way, it's a good meme. Although thanks to the efforts of some people, the sobreexploitation of the meme, and the natural decorruption of the format over these months, Troll has become more mild and tame. The incidents sometimes even pass as normal everyday memes. So you could say that maybe the revival had some success, even if it spawned a dark and terrifying version of itself. The TrollFace and the TrollPhysics are back. I wonder how longer this will last, or if the corruption will spawn another mutation of TrollFace. For now, we can only observe and also get prepared. After all,
You never know if the next incident will happen in our dimension.
but until then, have a good day, have a good night, have a good whatever you're having right now. And my advice of the day is, go pet your dog or cat or whatever other animal you have and eat is petable. They deserve it, trust me. Bye bye!